in January of 2024. Good afternoon to you, dear listener. You're listening to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, your number one family radio in or your state. And we're reaching you live from the Wells Broadcasting House. That's the impressive white and blue building located along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan, which is the capital of Oyo State. And from here, we're reaching the whole of Oyo State. And just like a little birdie told me, we're reaching the likes of Ondo, we're reaching Kogi State, we're reaching Osun State, we're reaching Ogun State and the environs. Okay, so if you're listening to us from those parts, kindly reach out to us and say hi. Let's know where you're listening from. You can also follow us on our social media handles. You find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok at Wells Radio 893. So I say welcome. This is where you can get wholesome content. You can also listen via our website. It's www.wellsradio893.com. It's a wonderful afternoon. I am Bolanle Oduekun Ayola, and the show is Social Media Today in the News. I'm not alone, as usual.
As usual, because I'll be here. What can Bolani do without me? Hi and good afternoon. My name is Anu Kolade Abiodu, and like she said, it's Social Media Today in the news. As we usually do, we have come with stories from the news, stories from social media, something to learn from, something to educate us, to entertain us, and to inform us as well.
Very true. And of course, it is what it is, because or if you're just tuning in, let's tell you that whatever is not wholesome, you will not hear it on Wells Radio 89.3 FM.
Never.
I need to repeat that. If it is not clean, if it is not safe content, you will not hear it here, okay? So this is the radio station that you can tune into and know that whatever you listen to, in whatever way we speak, whatever thing we speak about, at the end of the day, will leave your spirit, soul, and body nourished. That's what we do here. Now, I must mention before we, talk about what we have a couple of stories that will be thrown out there. But before we do that, I must mention that we're still in our test transmission band. We are, test transmitting to ensure that our listeners can hear us from all over Oyo State, Ibadan, and even outside. So we want you to reach out to us. Let's know where you're listening from. Let's know how the signal is at your end. Let's know if you can hear us properly, okay? So our studio line is 0915 333 4893. I'll take that again, 0915 333 4893. So let's get to the bone of discussion.
Before we do that, we should let you know as well that we are presently live on Facebook and YouTube. So be sure to put in the search box on Facebook, Wells Radio 893, so you can put faces to the voices that you can hear, okay? Wells Radio 893. Watch us on Facebook, and when you find our page, like our page, please and thank you. Share our video, please and thank you. Drop a comment so we can say hello right back at you. Same for YouTube, Wells Radio 893. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification so that you get an alert when we are live streaming. Many thanks.
Very true. Many thanks indeed. Okay, so let's get to what brought us here, Anu.
Yes, please.
The show is Social Media Today in the News. And we're going to be talking about trending stories on social media. We're also going to be giving you a song that is also trending. So I will say, I always have to explain this in case we have someone who's listening for the first time and asking, why do you want to play us trending songs? Why do you want to, let's leave those songs on Instagram. Why do you want to bring it to radio? So we know that lots of people have, come out to complain about the fact that, I like to put, good songs, clean and safe songs on my reels, on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of that. But I just can't seem to find them. Because it seems that most of the songs that are making the rounds on those apps are, I don't even know. I don't know how to describe them.
Maybe not so wholesome.
They're not wholesome. No, not so. They're not, a lot of them are not. That's the truth. They don't preach, moral values. And so we then, on our own, look for songs, that will bless your mind. And they will still cause you to gain traction.
Absolutely. You can be sure of that one.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's basically what we do. So we will have a song after our first story today. But let's take the first story, Anu.
Okay, so this one, pretty interesting. Because at first I was like, And then, I read further and I was like, oh, wow. So it says Nigerian lady reportedly bags a £120 fine for spitting outside a Flixbus station. So the post goes on to say that a friend was fined £120 in Manchester earlier this morning, and her offense was that she was caught on camera spitting outside a Flixbus station. £120 for spitting. Another person went on to say that spitting is an environmental offense. Some councils fine £80, but it could be £120 fine in Manchester. You can also be fined under the Public Order Act if you're caught urinating in public. Urinating in public costs £150 fine. We learn every day. Indeed, we learn every day. I don't think there's anyone who thought urinating in public was cool, though.
Was normal.
I don't think. I mean, people who do it, you see them looking left and right and left again because they know that what they're doing is environmental pollution. That's what it is. So if this kind of rule or sort of order was brought to Nigeria, I put it to you that whatever amount made from the fine will make the country a better place.
Honestly, because just as I said earlier, I think sometime last week, right here on 89.3 FM, I said I was in a cab and I saw someone in the cab in front of. So we were at a traffic light, so it was red, so we had to stop, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then when it was green, the person just put their hand out the window and threw a bottle of soft drink, a plastic bottle, on the. I was so annoyed.
An adult.
I was royally annoyed because I then asked myself, why can't you hold on to it, right? You're out and you decide, oh, I cannot do without a plastic of soda. That's fine. But if you take it, take the pains to look for a trash can.
We had this conversation on the platform a few days ago, and we spoke about how if you're noble enough to eat or drink from a container, be noble enough to dispose that container appropriately. Because apart from the fact that it causes pollution.
It damages the environment.
Exactly.
If you go to our rivers, if you go to the oceans, if you go to the seas, the amount of plastic waste.
Drainages are blocked.
It blocks drainages, and then so people complain. People then start complaining and saying, "Oh, when it rains, they say that
it's flooded.
Yes, or it's smelly." But then the same people that complain. So when it rains, you see some people take their trash out.
Actually, yeah,
and throw it in the rain. Yes. So they say, let me give the logic to whoever's listening now, in case that logic is what you have also always thought about. I'll tell you the flaw in that logic.
Okay.
So you say that when you dispose your trash while it's raining, it will flow away from your house.
Where is it flowing to?
Why is it flowing to? It's flowing to the front of another person's house. If it doesn't flow, it's going to block the drainage. And then when it rains, water will not go through. And then you start to have what's it called? You start to have water build up, and it results in a flood. Okay, so these are some of the disasters that we say they are environmental disasters. Some of them are caused by us.
Yes.
If you don't dispose your trash well, if you urinate in places where you're not supposed to urinate, and then you come and start complaining. I remember one time, my mom had a shop somewhere in this Ibadan, and so men would come, to the corner of that side and urinate. Children will come there and urinate. The women that would even use their potties inside their shops would come and dispose it because it was a corner. It was like a shortcut. So at some point, people stopped passing that shortcut. They stopped going through that because it was stinking. And they started complaining. Oh, this place smells so much. I can't. And then one day, I just had to voice out. I said, but it's the contribution of all of you. That's ensuring that it's smelling. So if everybody, one person at a time decides that I'm going to do the right thing, then Nigeria will be a better place.
It will.
So if you're listening to us right now, please always do the right thing. Don't dispose your trash anyhow. Don't eat granuts and throw the nylon on the road and just say it's just a little nylon. Now, how would you feel if you throw it on the road and then a policeman stops you and asks you to go back and pick it?
In fact, aside that...
So that happened in Lagos one time.
Oh, wow.
So apparently, if you're going, I can't remember the name of the agency, right? if you drop something on the floor and the person catches you, you go back and pick it.
That's them being nice. Imagine getting fined. Oh, we read on the platform the other day about people who were arrested, for improper disposal of refuse, and they went to pay 110,000 naira fine.
As it should be. And this is not even only about, throwing trash or public urination and public defecation, and other things. This is also about the little things. On these are roads, early in the morning, I mean Oluyole roads.
Yes.
We have, a lot of people living around this area. We have lots of schools. We have lots of businesses. And so everyone is rushing. If you come here around, like, say, 7 a.m., you see that there's always, traffic build-up because there are always so many cars.
Yeah.
But ask me what causes the traffic build-up. So typically you're supposed to maintain 2 lanes.
Yes.
1 lane on the right-hand side for those who are going up and 1 lane on the left for those who are coming down. Then some people who decide that they are more, in a hurry
haste
than the other people. They have more things to do. They then decide to cut in. So one time, some of the forcemen, I think the policemen, they would then stand at the total bus stop there. And if so, you would wonder why, some people wonder, all these people are just queuing. Why can't they just, go in the middle? And so they'll cut in the middle and they will see, throw away, they'll go. Only for them to get there and then the policeman will stop them. Your car will not move. This happened for about a month and
That's good, actually. Yeah, that's good.
And it sort of reduced the traffic buildup in that area. We also had, security men from schools come out to actually direct cars that were going inside their schools and coming out. I know I constantly would see security men from Christ Ambassadors and Juniors International College come out to do that job.
Yes.
To direct the cars into the school and come out to ensure that they are not, affecting other people. And as it should be. When it starts with the little things, that's just the truth. It's the little things that make up the big things. They say one tree doesn't make a forest. So when there's, the many things, so all the things we complain about as Nigerians, if only one person will start and say, I will do the right thing. So that's that story. Do the right thing. Do the right thing every single time. And just perhaps someone looking at you doing the right thing may also decide, I want to be like this person. You know what? I want to do the right thing too. I don't want to urinate in public. I don't want to throw, trash on the floor. I don't want to spit. Why are you spitting? Why are you spitting out of a public bus? I can't get my head over it.
To be honest,
are you not thinking of the fact that someone could be on the outside and you spit on their face?
Right.
I mean, why you pouring water out of a fast-moving vehicle? So if you're pouring water out of a fast-moving vehicle,
and then the wind blows it over on someone,
it blows it to the next person. And if it blows it to the person at your back.
Oh my days.
And so if we consider other people, if we consider the good of other people as well as our goods, even the Bible does not say you should not love yourself, but the Bible also says that you should love your neighbor even as you love yourself. So if you love yourself and you know that you wouldn't love it if you're under the platform of the train and then someone spits and it lands on your head, right? You then wouldn't want to do it because you're considering that if I do it, someone else might be there.
True.
So that's just what I pick up from that story. That's what I pick up from that story. Please don't go to the UK and the US and spit on the floor. They have strict laws.
And Nigeria, where you are, don't spit as well.
Don't spit as well in Nigeria. Let's start. Is it until the government starts fining us?
It's almost like anyway. It's
all right.
Good.
So if you're just tuning in, it's social media today in the news, where we're taking trending stories on social media and discussing them. But we're not only taking trending stories, we are also taking trending songs, trending sounds on social media. And we have this one that is also trending. It will give your reels and your post traction. It's Okweme by Peter. We're going to take the song. When we come back, we'll take our next story for you. So please stay tuned to Wellsradio 89.3 FM.
You dey touch this one, you dey touch that one. E be like say you wan listen to radio. Wellsradio 89.3 na be better radio. We dey wholesome, we dey kampe.
than just a song. You love me more than I deserve, more than I deserve. Oh. I'll praise you till the end of days. I'll raise you, I'll sing and shout your name. 'Cause you love me more than I deserve, more than I deserve. Yeah. My praise will never be enough.
My praise will never be enough.
Sing my worship is more than
It's more than just a song.
'cause you love me, yeah,
More than I deserve.
more than I deserve. And I'll praise you, God, yes, yeah.
Till the end of days.
I'll raise you, sing and shout your name. 'Cause you love me, yeah,
More than I deserve.
more than I deserve, more than I deserve. Yeah. Ọpẹ́ mi kò ì tó. Come on. Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́. Yeah, yeah.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ̀ lọ́rùn.
Jẹ́ ká yìn Ọlọ́run lógo. Give him thanks.
Máa dúpẹ́.
Yeah.
Ọpẹ́ mi kò ì tó.
Ojoojúmọ́.
Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́.
Come on, say yeah.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká
Come on,
yọ̀
say yeah.
lọ́rùn.
Everybody sing yeah.
Ọlọ́run lógo.
Shenima.
Máa dúpẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ̀ lọ́rùn.
Jẹ́ ká yìn Ọlọ́run lógo. Yeah.
Máa dúpẹ́.
I dey wonder,
Why you love me so?
and tell me why you never let me go. Yeah, still you love me
More than I deserve.
more than I deserve, more than I deserve. Oh, I'll raise,
Word is written in my heart.
and your song is flowing from my heart.
I'll praise you no matter what they say.
No matter what them say, I'll praise you every day. I'll praise you every day. Oh, mama, ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́. Yeah, yeah.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ̀ lọ́rùn.
Jẹ́ ká yìn Ọlọ́run.
All right, that's Okwemi by Peter. Wonderful song, wonderful song. Anu and I were just talking about how simple the video is, but it still makes a lot of sense. And the song itself actually has substance.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song talking about praising God. You know how